channel and to another video. It's Polly here, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me on this new week, new vlog. Hope you're all doing really well. It is Tuesday, it's 14th of February, so it's Valentine's Day today, and I'm going to be cooked for today, so I'm really looking forward to that. Hope you all had a lovely Valentine's Day, whatever you did on Tuesday. The week started quite busy. Sunday, took Mum to the garden centre, as you saw at the start of this video. Bought a few bits and pieces to start the garden going for springtime. I bought some weed killer for the path. I bought a few new little potted plants to put in the flower beds, so I'm going to do that this week as well, and lots of other things to show you, including my skincare regime that a couple of subscribers had asked me to do. So here we go, let's get into this week's video. Hope you enjoy it. So what a special treat I had on Tuesday, on Valentine's Day. I had a beautiful meal cooked for me by Paul, absolutely gorgeous. Just look at this, the master chef at work, love it. Was that I was made to feel very special. We had a lovely Valentine's meal, and I had a card and flowers, and it was just gorgeous. Loved every second of it. Well, I have now got a little B&M haul to show you. So I've run out of quite a few bits and pieces this week, so I'll show you what I have got from B&M. 2 bags worth today. Right, first of all, I picked up some of my usual Sephora. Love this one. This is the Fresh Home in Green Valley fragrance, and this one is pet friendly. And as you know, I've got 3 adorable cats, Albert, Leonard and Milabelle. And so this is the one I use most of the time around the house because it's pet friendly. It kills 99.9% of bacteria and viruses, and is very popular, as you know, and I have used it for years and years and years. So that was a good one. A new product by Sephora I found today was this Power Bathroom, and I saw it in 2 different fragrances, but I picked up the Sweet Freesia and Jasmine. Again, it kills 99.9% of bacteria and viruses, removes soap, scum and lime scale. So Sephora are branching out. I know that they also are doing candles. I haven't come across those yet. But what I do know is that the candles are in the same fragrances as their disinfectant. I'm not sure I would like those scents as a candle, but you never know. But I haven't come across them to test that out yet. So anyway, that's going to be good for me to try. I do love a cleaning product, as you know, and that I am going to use in my bathrooms later on today because they need cleaning, so looking forward to using that. I bought some Dr. Beckman Pet Stain and Odour Remover for carpets. Now this one, I think I've shown you this before, I'm sure I've shown you this before. You can get it just as a normal carpet stain remover, but this is Pet Stain and Odour Remover. And one of my cats, Albert, is a particularly sicky cat, a regurgitator of food to be precise, and often it will occur on the carpet. And what I love about this, it comes with this brush, so you just pour the liquid onto the stain once you've removed the the mass of it. Pour this onto the stain, brush it into the carpet, and it does remove the stain straight away. It's absolutely fantastic. I've used this on red wine stains, on carpets, everything, all over the place. It's fabulous and has a really nice scent. So it cleans it up really well. It's very gentle on all sorts of fibres, so that's really good as well. And also, if the stain has been left for a long time, it's a bit dried in, it still removes it just as well, which is great. Now, my Grace has been quite unwell this week. She is much improved now, thank goodness. Now it's the weekend, but we did actually, unfortunately, have a little trip to A&E earlier this week. She has got very severe tonsillitis, and it was so bad that her tongue was swelling and she couldn't breathe. So unfortunately, we have had a trip to A&E and into hospital this week, but she is much better. She's on all the right medication now. She's back home and recovering well. But what I picked up for her was various tins of soup, because it's about the only thing she can eat at the moment, bless her. So I picked up some Heinz chicken and mushroom soup. We also got cream of tomato. Did I buy another one? Yes, I did. And a chicken noodle soup. So Grace is stocked up on soups. They're not the cheapest at the moment, Heinz, but we do like them. Grace particularly likes Heinz soup, so that's good. I also got some more tuna chunks. John West, this is my favourite, in spring water, easy to drain, and obviously doesn't contain as much fat as the ones that are in oil. But I make quite a lot of tuna pasta bake again, which is one of Grace's favourites. So I needed to stock up on tuna this week. I bought some Refuge sacks, 50 litre ones, extra thick. A bit boring, but we needed them. I picked up some green giant sweet corn. Again, I always put a tin of sweet corn in my tuna pasta bake, and peas sometimes. And sometimes do extra vegetables on the side, however we're feeling. I also picked up a Sharwood's korma curry sauce. Now, I don't do a lot of cooking from jars and things, but occasionally I do. It makes for a nice, quick and easy meal, and not a huge fan of curry either, actually, but it's something that Grace likes. And I always tend to keep one of these in the cupboard for Adam, for when he decides he wants to come home and visit me, because he does love a curry. But Adam makes fantastic curry from scratch. He makes a beautiful vegetarian curry that he actually made for me on Christmas Eve, which was delicious. But I do keep one of those in. And I'm hoping he's coming home soon for a little visit. So if Grace and I don't use that, it can wait until Adam's home. I also picked up, and I only picked up 3 little sachets, because we haven't had this before, but as you know, my cats are really fussy. But High Life have started doing this new Perfection range. So I just picked up 3 packets just to give them a go. The first one is chicken breast with beef in jelly, 100% natural ingredients. Then we got flaked tuna loin with sardines in jelly. And we got flaked tuna loin in jelly. That'll be a Mila one. I'm sure she'll like that. That's my first bag done. Second bag, more cat food. Mila's favourite kitten dry food by Purina. But the other cats nibble at that one as well. So I don't know whether they should. I'm guessing being kitten food, it's probably got quite a bit of fat in it. I don't know actually. I don't really understand the difference between kitten food and cat food. It probably is that it has more nourishment and more fat in it for them to grow. But as of next month, she'll be an adult because it'll be her birthday in March. So I might swap it at that point. But anyway. Oh, more cleaning things, hurrah. I got some Fabulosa antibacterial floor wipes in lemon sherbet. So, and again, kills 99.9% of bacteria. Proven effective against coronavirus. Hello, Mila. Welcome to the haul. So we don't want to see your bottom, really, do we? If anything, everybody would like to see your face. See your face. But not your bottom. Yeah, go down there. That's a good girl. I also got some washing pods. Ariel. I always get Ariel Original. I know they do others now. They do one for colours and they do one that's sort of extra odour freshener in it. I don't know why, but I just really like the original. And I do use lots of non-bio as well, because Grace has got quite sensitive skin, so sometimes I use non-bio, but that's my favourite. Biological Ariel, and it's the extra large pack, 54 washes in there apparently. I got some 1001 Carpet Fresh, which is great. I love this. This one is in soft jasmine and linen. They do all sorts of different fragrances in this, but once I've hoovered my carpets a couple of times a week, give it a little spritz with that, makes them smell lovely, especially if you've got visitors or what have you. That's all good. I don't need to change these yet because I did them last week, but I picked up my usual Febreze bathroom air fresheners, again in Cotton Fresh. Cotton Fresh and Spring Awakening are my favourite scents, but Cotton Fresh is lovely. And I don't actually think, I don't know what Cotton Fresh really should smell like, but to me it's got quite a watermelon kind of smell, but it is really fresh. So I do like those in the bathroom, but as I say, I don't need those yet. They're just to stock up because I changed them last week. I got some more Lenore Crease Release. This is only £2.49 in B&M at the moment. You can't always get it in B&M. You can sometimes get it in Home Bargains for the same price, £2.49. But unless I see it in Home Bargains or B&M, I don't buy it. I have been known in the past to buy it off Amazon. And I know once I really wanted it. It must have been for something specific, but I really wanted it. And I paid £8 for two, which was ridiculous. Never done that since. So if I see this in Home Bargains or B&M, I always pick one up for the cupboard. And the last things are naughty things, but they're not for me. They're just a little treat for Grace because she's finding it difficult to swallow. So I just got some chocolate. I've got some Maltesers mini bunnies. Very Easter-like. And these are Easterish as well. These are Cadbury's Dairy Milk eggs with a smooth milk chocolate filling. Well, Grace might not get all of those actually. We'll see. They seem rather delicious, but no, they are for Grace. And that is my little B&M haul for this week. So really what it looks like is that I need to get cleaning now. So, oh, I love it. So I said I would show you this week my skincare regime for morning and evening. So it is morning now. I've just had a shower, nice and clean all over, fresh face, nothing on it at the moment. And this is generally what I do most mornings. So I have washed my face in the shower this morning with Nivea's Gentle Cream Wash, which is lovely, purifies and it moisturises as well. It's got natural almond oil in, which is great. And I just rub it in all over and wash it. But 2 or 3 times a week, I also exfoliate my face. I just use one of these little exfoliating mitts. This one I think was from TK Maxx not too long ago, but you can get them everywhere, Home Bargains, B&M, Primark. And it's not too rough, but it does exfoliate quite well. So I do that a couple of times a week and always in the morning. And then I follow with toner. So I always follow the strict routine of cleanse, tone and moisturise. I do that every day without fail. And I have a selection of toners at the moment. You can tell these two are my favourite because they are running out. I use a lot of Elemis. This one is Rehydrating Ginseng Toner, very refreshing. And this one is Soothing Apricot Toner. Now, I just go with whichever one I fancy really, but I tend to go more rehydrating for the daytime and I tend to use the soothing one at night time. I don't really know why, but I am going to go with that one again this morning. There is another one I use by Elemis called the Superfood Fruit Vinegar Liquid Glow. And it's got a lot of vitamin C in it and it's meant to give you a more radiant complexion. But I find with the vinegar in, it's a bit acidic. So it's lovely, but I only use that perhaps once a week, sometimes twice. So I'm going to go for the Rehydrating Ginseng Toner this morning and I just spritz it on. Oh, it's
so refreshing, so nice. And if you spritz it on rather than use cotton wool, you're not rubbing the skin too often. Do you know what I mean? Because we rub our skin when we put the moisturiser on, we rub our skin when we're exfoliating and washing. So I just let that settle in quite naturally, and it does sink in quite quickly. But my skin's quite dry at the moment, probably because it's winter and the heating's on in the house. So it does go in really quickly. The next thing I do is I put a little bit of under eye gel on. Different routine for the evening, which I'll show you in the evening routine, but in the daytime I'm using again Elemis, the Superfood Matcha Eye Dew, which is very refreshing. It is a refreshing eye gel, so I do have bags under my eyes because I probably don't get enough sleep, and I think it's probably just my age. So I just use a tiny little bit on the end of my little finger, put a little bit under the eye there, and a little bit under the eye there, and then using your ring finger, because that's the finger that you'll use less pressure with, and the skin under the eye is very delicate, so you don't want to put too much pressure on. And just very gently, it's very smooth, it's very silky texture, it's lovely. Just put a little bit of that under the eye. You don't have to rub it all the way in, just make sure it's sort of evenly coveraged under there. And then I'm ready for my moisturiser. Again, I have a few different ones that I use, and actually I'll just go and get a new one I've got to show you, hang on. So it is all about the Elemis at the moment, and I've got quite a lot of Elemis at the moment because I tend to stock up on it at Christmas. My lovely children get a list from me at Christmas with all the Elemis that I'd like on it, so I'm pretty stocked up on that at the moment. A regular one I use is this, the Pro Collagen Definition Day Cream. That's a very, very regular one for me. And this is a new one, and this has just come out by Elemis. It's the Pro Collagen Rose Marine Cream. It does all the lovely things that the marine cream does, but it has a rose scent. It's beautiful, I absolutely love it. But I'm not using either of those today. I'm going for another Elemis called the Superfood Day Cream, and you can see I've already got through a fair bit of that. This has a very, very lovely herby scent to it, so I like it in the mornings because it, especially if I'm going to work, something about it just sort of wakes me up. The scent is gorgeous, and I find it's absolutely beautiful under makeup. It makes your makeup set really nicely on your skin, and it's just so silky. It's lovely, but it's not greasy, it's just silky, gorgeous. So I rub plenty of that in all over, just avoiding the under eye area that's got the gel on. I don't tend to mix them up. And I also put a little bit on my neck because Mother Nature does a lovely job of that gravity thing, pulling everything down for us. So let's give it a little bit of a push up and away on the neck. And that's my Cleanse, Tone and Moisturiser, pre-makeup Cleanse, Tone and Moisturiser for practically every day. And now I'll show you what I do in the evening. Right, so my evening routine is obviously a little bit different to morning, and that is because every day I do wear makeup, so I do have to remove all the day's makeup and thoroughly cleanse, tone and moisturise as well. So I've had a busy day today. My makeup's been on since 6:30 this morning. It's now 9 o'clock at night. So there's still quite a bit of coverage, as you can see, certainly on my eyes and my face. Don't have any lipstick on anymore. So what I do every night is, well, I definitely remove my makeup. I have never, ever slept in a full face of makeup, ever in my life. I know some people do, but it isn't good for your skin. And I was taught from a very young age to look after my skin. In fact, I started my cleanse, tone, moisturise routine from about the age of 11, believe it or not, but I do. Anyway, I remove my makeup always to begin with micellar cleansing water. This is my favourite by Garnier, the Garnier Skin Active range. And you can get this in a rose water as well, which has like a rose scent to it. And that's fine, and it's suitable for eyes, lips, face, and It's fragrance free, and if you're a contact lens wearer like me, it's suitable for contact lens wearers. And I do use the rose one from time to time, but I prefer this one. They're just plain, fragrance free one. And it does say that it's no rinse off, but I am a double cleanser, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. But first of all, I remove my eye makeup, and to begin with, I just let the pads just sit on my eyes for a few seconds to help dissolve the makeup away. And then you don't rub your eyes too much, too unnecessarily, to remove the makeup. Just a little wipe will start moving it off straight away. Just a little rub to get all that mascara and eyeliner and eyeshadow off. So that's about as much as I do for that. And then I just use a slightly bigger cotton pad to remove my skin makeup. And I'm wearing Estee Lauder foundation today. It's one of my favourites because it's really long lasting. So if I've got a busy day, a long day from at work, that's my favourite foundation, with a tiny little bit of powder and a little bit of blusher. But I don't put a lot of powder on my face at all, actually. My skin's quite dry, I suppose, quite matte looking, so it doesn't need to be matted down too much with powder. And I find that this foundation stays on so well anyway. You don't really need powder, or you certainly don't need much of it. So there you can see the micellar water is lifting the makeup off really well. And I don't need to do any more than that. So I've just used 3 cotton pads, 1 for each eye and 1 for my face. So it's not too wasteful either. I sometimes tear it apart like that and use the inside as well. So I've got to try and save some money somewhere when I'm using all these expensive skincare products, haven't I? Oh my God. Right, so that's as much as I do with that. Then it varies slightly. Some evenings I go back to my cream wash, my Nivea cream wash that I use in the mornings. And then some evenings my double cleanse is with this, another Elemis product, and it is Nourishing Omega Rich Cleansing Oil. And what's nice about this is not only does the oil help to lift off any remaining makeup, but it smells lovely. It's really relaxing. Just the whole, I don't know, the whole procedure, that's not the right word, is it? The whole application, maybe that's better, of rubbing this lovely oil into your skin. You can feel it nourishing, especially at night time. At night time, our skin does all its healing and all its repairing from the day. So it's good to have it well cleansed and nourished at the same time. Okay, so I don't leave it like that. This is where I then go in with what I call my double cleanse. And I use another washable mitt or flannel, you could call it, but this is really soft. It's almost like a microfiber skincare makeup removing cloth. And I just wet it slightly. And then with the wet cloth, I just gently wipe away and wipe off the cleansing oil. And again, when I show you this cloth, you'll see not only has the micellar water done a good job of removing my makeup, but the oil has done an even better one. Look at that. So that is my double cleanse, and that makes sure that every bit of makeup is gone. So that feels really nice now. And then some evenings, maybe if I'm going into the bath or having a bit of a pamper time, I will then have a face mask. These are my favourite ones at the moment, again by Garnier. They're the Garnier Skin Active. I've got one in super hydrating, replumping pomegranate for dehydrated skin, And then this one that I use more often is for dull skin. It's a Moisture Bomb sheet mask. I'm not going to use one of these tonight, but I tend to do one of these perhaps just once a week. So not too often. You just put it on, leave it on for 15 minutes, massage it into the skin, take it off, and then you can just moisturise and go to bed, quite frankly. I'm not going to have a mask tonight though, so my next step is toning. So tonight I'm going to use the Soothing Apricot Toner. Nice and soothing for night time. And again, just like the morning, spritz it on. That apricot scent was lovely. Very nice. Just give that a few seconds before I do my eye cream. And again, I've got a couple of different products for night time. I have another Elemis one, which is the Pro Collagen Advanced Eye Treatment. That's really, really good. I really like that. But I've also got a new one that came to me as a sample that I've been using for about a month now. And it's the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye Serum. Now you can get this serum for the skin, and I've used it a few times over the years, and I know it's very popular, but it doesn't suit my skin at all, and for some reason I come out in spots. I don't know why, but I do. But the eye serum I don't have a problem with at all, and it's lovely, nice and silky. So just like the morning with the gel, put a little bit on my little finger, tap it in, a bit more on that one, tap it in, use my ring finger just to blend it in slightly. Doesn't have any scent, this, which is fine. You don't have to have everything scented. And it's got a very nice texture, and what you can do when you're using an under eye serum is then put under eye cream over the top as well. I don't generally do that, but I do have a really nice one by the Body Shop called Oils of Life. I will show you just tonight. I don't normally do a double whammy, as it were, but this is lovely because it's very creamy, and this does have a nice scent. So if you do like things to be scented, not too much on there, it's very nice, very luxurious feeling. And that would be my double whammy of under eye nighttime cream. And then my night moisturisers, I vary between two at the moment. I have my ultimate favourite, which is the Embryolisse. Now this is a 5-in-1 moisturiser. It's absolutely amazing. You can use it as a moisturiser or a makeup base. You can also use it as a moisturising mask. So if you put lots on, smother your face in it and leave it. It's like a really hydrating face mask. It can also be used as a makeup remover. Who would have thought it? And it's suitable for all skin types, and it has shea butter in it. Really gorgeous. I also love this one at the moment by Neon. Neon, you know, as in the people that do candles and reed diffusers and lovely smelly things for your house. Who'd have thought? They do skincare too. I didn't know that till recently. This is lovely. This is called the Organics Perfect Night's Sleep Overnight Facial Cream. And if you like a scent, you'll love this. It's top notes of lavender, definitely. So very relaxing for the evening. And actually, I can honestly say that when I do wear this one of an evening at night time, I do honestly get the best night's sleep. It's fabulous. Very, very rich, very creamy texture. I'll show you on one side of my face how thick it is. And again, this is meant to be suitable for all skin types, but my skin is more on the drier side. What I do find with this is it takes a lot of rubbing to actually rub it in, to penetrate into the skin. Can you see how it's just still sitting on my skin? It's not really going in. It takes a lot of work, this one does, but it's lovely when it is all rubbed in, and it smells gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But my favourite is the Embryolisse at night time. I'll show you this on the other side. This is very rich, and it goes a long way. It smells gorgeous, really lovely, and really soothes the skin overnight. It is my ultimate favourite. It's a little bit more greasy, I would say, silky and greasy than others, but my skin needs a lot of replenishing at night time, and this really does the job. So that is my ultimate favourite. And then the only thing I will do now, after I've brushed my teeth of course, is put some lip balm on. And at the moment I'm just using Vaseline because I find that's the most repairing. You can put loads on at night time, and then when you wake up in the morning you should look $1 million. So here we are having our moment on the bed, and what a busy week this has been, and it's been a lovely week. I had a lovely Valentine's Day and evening with Paul. It was really, really nice actually. And it's like I said last week, I don't go in for Valentine's Day really, but there's something a bit different about it this year, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great. And it's been a very reflective week. As I mentioned to you last week, this week has been the anniversary of Sarah, my sister's passing, and this year it's 10 years. And I can honestly say that I have really felt it this year, really felt it. I don't really understand the significance or why I felt it stronger than normal. I don't know, I think 10 years, I think it's because it sounds now such a long time ago. When you're going into double digits, you know, a decade seems like a long time ago. And I think you feel it more because then you remember it's been so long since you've seen them, since you've had a conversation, since they've been present in our life. So it has been very reflective. And I know Mom has felt it more. And I know Michael has felt it more. I have spoken to him. I am going to see him this weekend. I have spoken to him and he's been very emotional this week. So yes, it has been very reflective. And I also wanted to thank you all for the lovely messages you've sent me through Instagram and Facebook, because I did put a post up with a few pictures of Sarah, and I questioned myself as to whether to do that or not, actually, because I look at some Instagram posts and I wonder why people do what they do and their reasoning behind it. And when I contemplated putting a post up, I thought, what are the reasons for me to do this? And the reasons are not for me to gain sympathy, to gain comments of, and as beautiful as your comments were, very heartfelt and lovely, and a couple of them brought a tear to my eye, so thank you. But that isn't the reason I did it. It was almost like I was giving a message to Sarah. I was just putting it out there into the ether, into the universe as a I miss you, I am remembering you, and I love you. And I wanted to show other people her picture. And I can honestly, truly, genuinely say that is the reason I did it. Not for the sympathy vote, but the comments were beautiful and I really appreciate them. Thank you. So it has been, a very reflective week. And it's been a week of illness as well. I can't get my words out. It's been a week of illness as well, with poor Gracie getting really, really poorly very quickly as well. So it's been a very tiring week. We've missed out on a night's sleep because we were up all night together when she was poorly, and we popped to A&E, as you know. But she's on the mend. She's out and about again, and it's going to take a few days for her to get fully recovered, I'm sure, but she is definitely on the mend, so that's all good. So it's been a bit full on, to say the least, this week. But here we are approaching another new week, and who knows what it will bring, and I love that, the mystery of it. I am going to have quite a busy weekend, got lots to do, going to the family christening, which will be lovely for our
new little member of the family, our little adopted Joey. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to seeing all the family, because all the family are dotted all over the country and we don't all get together very often. We were supposed to at Christmas and we couldn't because some people had COVID. So this is an opportunity for us all to be together, and what a perfect weekend for it as well, because Sarah would love that. Sarah would have loved that. So on that note, I will close up today's video. Hope you liked the skincare regime. One thing I was going to say that I didn't say was, I'm aware that a lot of the products I've used in my skincare regime video are not particularly budget friendly, and they are my favourites. And as I said earlier on, a lot of them are gifts. They're gifts I get at Christmas. So I wanted to just show you, and I will link a little description here, another moisturiser that I use that I forgot to mention earlier, that is actually an all over face and body moisturiser, and it's absolutely fantastic. You can get it in any supermarket. It's really, really cheap. And when I'm not using my really posh, lovely Christmas presents and my Elemis and my Neon and things like that, this is what I use all the time, and it's great in the summer, but it doesn't have any SPF in it, so you have to be a bit cautious with your face, but it's a really, really good one. But anyway, on that note, I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and if you have, give it a little thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you could. So until next Sunday, stay safe, stay in the boat, and keep doing all things good, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Have a fabulous week, whatever it is you're doing. Drop me some comments, let me know what you're up to, and let me know if there's any other things you'd like to see in next week or the following week's video. I look forward to that. Until then, have a great week. Take care. Bye.